the Oddbox Podcast. We're here to tell a very serious story about people's lives, adventures, heroes, the rise and fall of Willow Shore. It's okay to cry. I've cried several times. I'm still crying. Today, maybe we'll finally break it with a laugh or two. Do you feel like this adventure path is well balanced?
Yeah, I like it. It's like well balanced. So usually when people talk about balance, they talk about like the actual mechanics of play, like the mostly would be combat and stuff.
Well, exactly.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about across the board. And that's
Like
I was very
role play and all that
specific.
kind of
Like,
stuff.
is the adventure path, we're what do you want to say? Like a little less than a third of the way through it at this point, So
I feel like
is the adventure balanced?
Yeah, I've had a lot of fun doing the more social encounters and more role play. And I don't know if that's just a function of the people that we have at the table or if it's a function of the difference in story between this one and Age of Ashes that we did last time.
I think it's both.
Yeah, I was going to say that too.
Yeah.
Like to some extent, so it's the people that we're playing with because we're good at, we just like talking to each other in character and stuff. But then it's also the story giving us that downtime to be able to explore those moments more.
Right.
So.
Yeah, I think it's good. I really like it. I feel like there's a nice balance of stuff, and everything that you've thrown at us has been really tricky and interesting. And yeah, it's good to have a good variety of what's happening, and that includes a bunch of downtime and missing combat, because you should not want to fight all the time.
Yeah, I had a blast writing sea shanties and poems and
The
stuff.
festival was
for
a good
the
time.
festival,
Yeah, it was.
like that was really good. For me anyway. I don't know about the listeners. They might suffer through Stefan's reading, but I enjoyed it.
I think we all enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I haven't noticed it being unbalanced, but I also think that there's a lot that we don't know as players to what we're doing well and like what the consequences of our actions have been so far.
Yeah.
Because like you said, I think last time, all of these preparation points are going to have a huge impact later on, but we don't know what that is now.
Yeah, there's still a lot of mystery. Like I said, we were a third of the way through, but I still feel like none of the questions have been answered.
They haven't.
Yeah, I'm over here kind of like WTF, because I feel like this book is imbalanced in very certain ways. For example, I feel like you guys dominate combat encounters. I feel like for the most part, those are usually pretty one-sided. I feel like for like some of this research and preparation, it's been brutal. And the DCs, aren't necessarily that high. Some of your rolling, but like, I've been allowing hero points on those, and it's still kind of a bit of a struggle. But if we throw you guys in combat, it's strike team alpha. You guys are just ready to go and handle it. And it's just really interesting to me to see that, like, usually in the campaigns that I've played before, like Age of Ashes with you, you didn't have to roll very high to do well on the social encounters. There was definitely going to be a lot more combats in that. And almost every single one of those was just a slugfest.
Near TPK frequently.
Yeah, like just a lot of down people, a lot of like, oh my God, should we run? Should we stay? And, there's just, we're early on and there's a lot of combats coming up and things might change, but it's just weird to me to see that, like, in combats, very confident in this, like, research and prep and stuff. It's like, oh man, this is dicey. And it's just a really interesting, different way to be building tension that I don't necessarily know that everyone's feeling right now, because like Courtney said, we don't really know the consequences of what's coming. So it's weird that all of the tension is kind of building up in somewhat of an intangible way, but we'll see what happens.
Well, it does feel like we're falling behind. It does feel like we've spent an awful lot of checks just falling on our face. And now we're starting to lose hope points pretty easily. And it does feel slippery.
Almost like the whims of a capricious god are taking away our hope points.
Yeah, Gardas just has to open his mouth one time.
I have noticed it is a funny thing, because I feel like the citizens of Willow Shore would be much better at gathering food and rebuilding buildings than they would be at fighting ghouls and gas and you know what I mean? Like,
very good point.
So it does seem funny that it's the switch of kind of what you would expect in terms of how like combats and stuff would go, given the nature of the lives that we live.
Yeah.
But I had just assumed that eventually our failure in these things was going to lead to traumatic and difficult battles. So I was just hoping that it was, they were front loading combat success to make you feel like you knew what you were doing.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what I was saying too, because like I keep saying that we're like X amount through, but that also means we have so much more left. And I've just been doing so much prep in the last couple of weeks, getting myself more comfortable and familiar with the story. And there's some parts even in this book where I'm like, this is when it happens. So they're coming. If you guys like combat, listeners, trust me, be patient. It's coming.
When it comes down to it, it's all the dice tell the story. So,
that's very true.
We have been rolling poorly on a lot of our downtime activities, but there's really not much we can do about it. Even when we are trying to focus on things that our characters would be generally better at. But yeah, in the end, it's going to come down to that dice roll, and we can't change that.
And that kind of brings me back to the conversation we had last week about hero points. And in combat, you can spend those, on every action essentially. And then in these long time downtime activities, they're discouraged or, in rules, like you can't use them at all. And, are they balanced? Are they important? Are they useful to the mechanics of the game? And I think you kind of have it right there. You guys want to jump in?
Ready.
Do you want me to do the recap or do you guys want to do the recap?
You.
It's one for me.
It's generally bad luck to look at the behind the GM screen. So I'm not gonna pry.
It's frowned upon.
All right, that's two for me.
I don't. I'll do a recap right now.
Oh, okay. So that's one for Kyle.
Yeah.
I abstain.
All right, that's you then. You win.
So yeah,
Nobody has
All
any
right.
faith in me. I'm getting into Stefan's character. Don't mind.
For the recap.
For the recap.
So we had a really awesome festival other than, EE leaving and Stefan staying the night. And, a couple days after that, Nakamura, Yu Ming comes to you and was like, I got a hairy bun shop. I need your help. And you guys spend a couple of days resolving this issue, getting supplies for the seance and shopping and refusing to leave and making a bun effigy. You guys talk to the spirit of Hinode Akiri. You talk her down after she lets out a terrible scream. Made you guys all panic. You guys started launching attacks and spells. You took a deep breath after about 6 seconds and talked her off the edge. Unfortunately, due to a faux pas by Gardas, you're not entirely able to close that loop as Nakamura is forced to chase after her sister. And after that unfortunate social interaction, we go back to montage mode and you begin to retrain and research the curse and essentially get Willow Shore more ready for the winter. That's essentially where we left off. What is the hero point situation?
Can I just say one thing here?
After the hero points.
3.
3?
No, shit. 2.
2.
1.
1.
2.
2.
1.
1.
Can I
Go
just
ahead.
say,
Please, Chairman.
I feel like continuing to say like the unfortunate thing that Gardas did and all that kind of stuff, you're really putting a negative spin on it. And I feel that you should just put it out there and let the audience decide themselves.
So, I'll take out unfortunately. Should I leave in faux pas?
No, wait,
Oh.
no. Yeah, because again, that's all these negative connotations and negative wording.
What about if we phrase it as Gardas provided a family in crisis the opportunity to think about their generational trauma and how it informs their situation in Willow
Right.
Shore?
You can't heal without first facing it.
Yeah.
you
So
can't
in a way,
Gardas is helping all these people heal.
yeah,
And that's what he does. Gardas is a healer.
right. You don't need a cast if you don't have a broken leg. Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Lastly, Kandora comes to you with some real bad news. Deji died.
How did he die? Oh, actually, we can ask. How did he die?
And, worst of all, the body's gone missing. Gardas, do you know anything about this? She asks, kind of confused.
Ari looks seriously at Gardas.
Violet looks seriously at Gardas.
I mean, if I can say one more thing, I don't know why the worst of it would be the body disappearing and not DG dying. But anyway, how did he die? I didn't even know he was dead.
Gardas,
What?
answer the question.
Nah, I just poke bodies. What was the question?
Do you know what happened to the body, or did
I
you
didn't
do
even
anything
know he
to
was
it?
dead.
A yes or no?
No.
Thank you.
Why? Ari, come on. I'm not gonna
Sometimes I don't know with you, okay?
Yeah, sometimes, but for this.
This is really weird watching this sort of interaction from the outside.
So
Elizabeth looks kind of surprised too, and her eyes are going back and forth between Gardas and Ari, the two small people at the table, like watching tennis, just back and forth, back and forth.
he's a very honest dwarf, so I wouldn't be worried that he's lying. But can you tell us more about what happened to DG? Maybe we can help you find out what happened to his body.
Really sad. They don't know exactly what scared him, but he got scared and he was running through his bathhouse. He slipped and fell, hit his head and fell into one of the pools. They couldn't get him out in time.
Oh, no.
That's horrible.
Yeah. DG was always kind of nervous, but
Very anxious.
he always refused to put out those no running signs. It was usually a pretty slick floor in there.
It should be the 9th precept.
No running on slippery surface.
I think he thought it was just obvious that you weren't supposed to run. That's why he refused to put up the signs.
Yeah, but then why would he run?
And he
No,
apparently
you
was
guys.
scared enough to not be thinking clearly.
Everywhere should be able to run. That's how you escape dangers, as you run away.
Or that's how you kill yourself by falling into a bathtub.
I heard you found him he was hiding.
Yes.
Yeah.
Isn't that another way to escape danger?
He probably had to run to the locker.
But you said the only way. And I was
Yeah,
just,
the running delivered him to safety. I'm
okay.
sure.
Listen. So the body's gone. Do you know anybody who... Well, that's probably why you're coming to us, because you don't know anybody.
I want to know what happened to. I mean, the only other person, and I don't like to say so.
Then don't. I know where this is going.
Gardas, let her speak.
We need leads.
She's just going to say that I was poking a body one time.
I wasn't gonna say Sojin Yu.
Oh.
Oh.
She just does some weird experiments sometimes.
I leaned down to Ari and I was like, I thought she was going to say me.
It's Sojin Yu is the occult library person, right?
Yeah. I was just there.
Herbalist. She's
herbalist?
the old herbalist, the oldest person in town. I think it's Graveside Manors is what it's called.
Listen, just because
I'll have to
she
go back and
lives
look.
next to the graveyard, and just because she's kind of a hermit and doesn't want to talk about anything, doesn't mean that she's not a nice, accommodating person deep down. We've had several heart-to-hearts. Well, at least one.
I'm not trying to cast aspersions. I just know that if it gets out to the people of Willowshore that bodies are going missing, well, it could cost you a hope point.
Was DG buried already?
No, he was on my slab.
Could we see where it is? Maybe we could find a clue.
Yeah, we should probably go check out the morgue.
Please come to the Fluvial Lady of Souls. And Osu, I feel like you and her would be on good terms. You're both, I mean, I don't want to say you're a priest or cleric or anything, but you're both devout to Pharasma.
I'm Shankbachi Pharasmic, so I would have definitely done like end of life care and stuff like that.
Well, and her place is right between the two
Oh, this is also true.
Silver Mist Lodges.
Okay,
so
wait, what is the Lady of
we would
Souls
know her
again?
pretty well. The Lady
It's
of Souls.
apparently the morgue.
Yeah, it's the graveyard, and so she has stuff there that you can buy, like magical effects and things, because she's a cleric. Yeah, she's between the two Silver Mist Lodges, so she's like the center part of South Bank, but away from the river.
yeah, I would imagine I would have trained with her.
Yeah.
For those of you that want to know more, the Lady of Souls, now called her Fluvial Lady of Souls, one of Lungwa's chief concerns when they first expanded into Willowshore was to reduce the likelihood of an undead uprising. They solved it by building a cathedral to Pharasma. Ilizis Kandora, a second-generation Taldan from Goka, is the current priestess here. You can buy scrolls from her, divine scrolls of second level. You can get runes inscribed or even created here. including disrupting and ghost touch weapon runes.
If we ever had any money.
And crying angel pendants, ghost charges, a lot of good stuff here. And maybe, if you can get her enough on your side, healing potions.
All right, then let's head over to the cathedral.
Her illustration looks a little bit like Amy Smart.
Oh yeah, you can bring all that stuff
I
up
can see
too
that.
on Foundry as well.
I thought you could.
Yeah, it's right there.
Tony, you forgot to tell us that we're level 12s now.
Oh, look
I
at
think
that.
you've made this joke like every week.
I'm going to keep making it till it's true.
Wow,
They just found the player's guide on Foundry.
that's useful.
That's super cool.
Yeah. Yeah, you lead the way.
Yeah, no problem. She takes you guys down far south, past Southridge, up the hill, Fluvial Lady of Souls. And she kind of just gives you the run of the joint. Let me know if I can help you. This is where he was lying just this morning. I wasn't gone for more than an hour.
Where do you keep all the other bodies?
Here,
Anybody else running around could have maybe saw something or heard something?
we're pretty isolated back here. I would talk to the Silver Mist, but again, I don't know how much I want this to get out.
Thanks, Candora. Has anybody else got any questions? Let's look at the space.
Yeah, let's take a look.
Can I do like a survival to look for tracks or anything?
You can give me perception or survival. Everyone, as you guys,
Yeah.
I imagine you guys just kind of fan out throughout the cathedral.
I'll go survival.
What even is that? So hard to read that dice.
Ooh, not bad.
28 survival.
25 survival.
You got an 11
Ooh, sorry.
perception.
27. I'm sorry. I apologize.
12 perception.
You guys are looking around for a long time. How long are you really willing to commit looking for traces and tracks and evidence of a body?
I don't know.
Maybe an hour.
Yeah.
After about 40 minutes, Violet, you find a trail.
Ooh, I find trail.
Yes, finally.
Like drag marks? That kind of trail?
It seems to be one clear halfling footprint
Huh.
and then just a drag mark where the other foot should be. And then another halfling footprint and then just a long drag mark where the other footprint should be.
DG was a halfling, right?
DJ
Yes.
was a halfling.
Do you think he's undead now?
A zombie?
He woke up?
It shouldn't happen if they're inside of the temple, if they've done the divine rites.
You know, a lot of things been happening lately that shouldn't happen.
Yeah.
Like, for instance, there's fog that turns you around.
Well, just be quiet about it around Candora, because she might take it personally. It's kind of her job.
Maybe
Ooh.
we can follow the tracks and
I think we must. We
Yeah.
can't just let him be loose in the town. What if he hurts somebody?
if it is a zombie.
Onward.
Or maybe he needs help. Maybe he wasn't dead at all.
Violet's down on all fours, licking the dirt, following the trail.
Gardas and Violet, give me another survival check.
I think that zombie is more plausible than he wasn't dead.
23?
I'm just trying to be hopeful, Gardas. I know how hard that is for you.
Ouch.
And mind what you say to Candora.
24.
For the love of everything.
Nice.
You guys are crushing it. Anytime Violet misses the trail, Gardas is just like, no, you idiot, it's right there. Because like he's
Yeah.
like staring at a cat now. He's just too much in hunt mode.
This drag mark is pretty obvious.
And yeah, you guys just go back and forth. You know, anytime Gardas is distracted, it's because he smells something on the air and, you know, gets left behind because he's so slow. Has to jog to catch up. And you guys track it from Lady of Souls north, and north, all the way up to the edge of the Siva River.
Oh.
You guys are like in the middle of town now. Like, we'll say 200 feet away from the Eternal Lantern.
Okay.
And the tracks just go straight into the river.
All right, guys. That's a dead end. Sorry. I'm not getting in the water if there's a zombie guy. And we
I'm
did
not
this
going
enough
in
times.
there.
Somebody's got a bow and arrow. Can we fling a couple arrows in the water just for good measure and then call it a day?
Maybe we can pick up the tracks on the other side of the river.
Good idea, Gardas. Oh my goodness, you are on fire today.
Okay.
And
I'll follow the tracks into the river.
no, I mean, we can go around. Like, take the bridge.
Don't go in the water, Vi.
Okay, we go around.
Yeah, the last time that happened, we went in the water. Ari almost died.
Yeah.
So you run about 200 feet east, cross Sunset Bridge, and then you try to start counting like back or
Yeah.
We
All
could
right.
leave one person on the other side
Oh,
of the
that's-
river
look at that.
For reference.
Yeah.
That's smart. Do you
Or
do
put
that?
a stick in the
Yeah.
mud
I
or
don't-
something.
Oh, so wait here.
Plant a tree.
Okay.
and then he can anyway.
I like. So this is taking like hours at this
Yeah.
point. This is great.
We're on the trail.
Yeah, I love it. So Gardas and Violet, you guys are the ones that have been on the trail so far. So why don't you give me another survival check?
We're trying to pick up tracks on the other side.
Yeah,
Oh,
Can
man.
I try as well, or is it just them?
you can try. You just haven't had any much luck at it.
Our luck was
Okay.
going to run
But
out
yeah, you can try.
eventually.
No,
15.
27.
Oh, damn.
25.
All right, Violet does it. They're really easy to pick out. You actually find like handprint, long shin imprints, and then the same thing on the wet earth through the sand.
Oh, so come over. Come on. This side of the river. Hustle. Run faster.
You guys are on fire today.
I think I can hear Tony's voice being disappointed at how good we're doing.
No, I'm loving this. I really am. Here's the last and hardest one because you guys are now tracking these shambling footprints through downtown, the most densely populated area of Willow Shore. You're going through alleyways. You're like popular buildings. Oh, look, there's Mama Bow's.
It's going to take us right back to his shop. He's
This
just
guy
back
went
at
to
his
the
house.
bar. Come on.
Give me a survival check.
Okay.
Anyone who wants to track these.
Hey,
not bad.
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
I retrained my spell because we decided gravity weapon doesn't work.
Correct.
Right? So I retrained it to keen smell.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so I mean, it gives me imprecise scent for a minute.
That's
but
cool.
can we fire that off and use it? Because I had it for 20 episodes.
That's
I haven't
great.
used it for anything.
I don't think you need to do that with my natural 20
Oh, son of a bitch. Okay, I don't need to do it.
for a 30.
Hell yeah.
We'll save it for later. It'll come up one day.
We're finding this little zombie.
Put your nose plug back
Mine
on.
was a 20 also. So yeah,
He gets overwhelmed without it.
Yeah.
20 or dirty 20?
just dirty.
Okay.
Dirty,
Something.
dirty 20. It was the dirtiest 20.
The dirtiest 20 of them all.
Yeah, made by a 12 and an 8.
Gross.
Yeah.
What's the least dirty 20?
19 and 1?
0
9 and
plus
11?
20?
I feel like
It's not dirty.
A boon.
I think 9 and 11 is probably the dirtiest 20.
The dirtiest 20 would be
Or 10
rolling
and
a
10.
1 and getting a bonus of 19.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The dirtiest is the farthest away from 20 you roll.
Kyle was
Yeah.
stuck at 10. Like, he
Yeah.
couldn't go less than 10 on the dice,
Yeah,
I
I
think.
can't.
Grit.
He's like 10 and 10. That's it.
yeah. That's where it stops.
Base
Whoa.
10, it's good enough.
Yeah. You know, what are you doing? It's pretty obvious. I mean, the drag mark just keeps going through the dirt. I don't know how you can't see it.
You guys are all diligently tracking this track. And your hearts are kind of sinking the deeper into Willow Shore you go. And you look up, and you're outside of the Cerulean Boar.
Oh, no.
And the prints seem to go around back.
Do you guys, is Stefan working right now?
Gardas leads the way around back. And Violet, with his keen sense of smell, has no problem deep in the underbrush. Like, you have to break a couple of branches. Gardas and Violet, you guys peer in, and this wide-eyed, blank stare of a dead DG glances up at you.
Rousing splash.
On DG?
Yeah.
What fluid do you use?
I don't know, some
You don't
pond
wanna
water
know.
that's around or something.
Yeah, I was gonna say, his skin is probably just soaked with like sponged up water.
He gets 4 temporary hit points.
Okay.
Does he look any better?
He doesn't react at all. He just kind of gets hit with the water.
Oh, you guys, I don't think he's alive.
Ari's pulling out her hair.
Spit is beginning to like drool out of his mouth.
DG,
Hunt prey.
is that you?
Do we just take him back to the cathedral?
You immediately start doing a pharasmic lore, a pharasmic prayer,
Okay.
because this guy's undead, and that's a problem.
Yeah, come on, DG. You're supposed to be dead. Let's go back to the morgue.
Lady of Graves, sort this lost soul. 14 on dice with Pharasma 6. It's dirty 20.
You could do religion on that too.
I could have.
You realize that this is definitely a zombie. The most striking thing is its behavior. It's supposed to be a mindless zombie, but it just walked through a populated town. And it's not lunging or anything at you right now. It's staring at you blankly from the ground underneath all this brush.
Oh, hey, buddy, are you doing okay?
And about that moment, you guys hear a soft, rhythmic, low purr. And this gray cat with amber eyes walks around the edge of the party, does that nuzzling thing cat do along Ari, and goes over and sits right next to Deji. And just wraps its tail around itself, stares at you guys. The tip of its tail kind of flicks back and forth,
Okay.
but it looks perfectly calm.
Ari, what the hell is your cat doing?
I don't know. It's making me really uncomfortable.
This is freaking me out.
Yami, come here. Stay away from him.
Ari, I don't know.
No, it's okay.
What?
Did the cat
Is that
just talk?
Yami?
God, okay, I'm so sorry.
Was it the cat? Did the cat just talk to us?
That's what I thought.
All the players around the table had such an amazing reaction because I talked in that voice. Not really sure what voice I was going to use, but I decided on that one. And like everyone's heads whipped around like you had actually seen a talking cat. Like all 4 of you had a very strong reaction and I couldn't keep it together.
We did. I thought we did just see a talking cat.
You did. You guys, Ari's calling to this cat, and Yami speaks to you in perfect Tian, in perfect Tian. No, it's okay.
Okay, I'm going to sit down over here and let you guys think this one through. This is a level of complicated that I'm not prepared for. The cat speaks, the gnome is dead, but not dead.
Halfling.
Yeah, this is a gnome, and I point to Ari.
Oh shit, I'm
She
sorry.
waves.
I didn't know there was...
More
You didn't
little
know
folk.
there was a difference between a gnome and a halfling?
Let's focus on what's happening right now. Yami,
Yes,
you speak.
for a while now.
What's going on? He's clearly undead.
Please, just let me keep him. He hasn't harmed anyone.
What?
He hasn't hurt anyone, I promise. He won't hurt anyone. It's okay.
Wait, you want to keep him? What do you mean?
Yami, did you make this happen?
So you see, I've been curious for a little while. I thought that maybe if I wasn't even sure if it was gonna work, but come on. He's kind of cute, right?
How did you do this?
So I went to the body
Okay.
and I was like, I can feel pieces of it underneath my paws. And I prayed
To whom?
and I purred. To what do you mean?
You prayed.
Yeah,
Who'd you pray to?
all the powerful people to give you stuff.
It was a vague prayer.
It was a prayer.
Okay.
Anyways,
And then?
I don't know. He's here now. I didn't expect you guys to find him so quickly.
Well, we were pretty determined because usually things like this are harmful. And it makes me extremely uncomfortable to have him around because I'm worried, yeah, he's okay now, but when will he not be okay?
Oh no, he's just okay. I got this.
Osu is
unnatural,
so tense right now.
Yeah, can I make a religion check to sort of think about what entity, what god might have weirdly made this not this like peaceful zombie for
domesticated zombie.
Yami.
Yes. Why are you so far away? Come back over here.
Yami. Who are you? I've never met Cat Talk before.
I think I used to be a cat.
Is this Kurgan joke?
What's a Kurgan?
No shit.
No shit.
Okay, have you always been able to speak? Or is this a new thing for you?
Only the last few years.
Weren't you going to make a roll?
Oh,
Yeah.
he didn't say yes.
Make a roll. What do you roll for?
Religion to see
Oh.
like what god or like what him praying to would, or she, what her praying to. Dirty 20. Like who might have done this and made a peaceful zombie for a praying cat? What god did she accidentally?
Who did this?
Okay.
Who made the cat? That's what I
Who was
want to know.
responsible for
Yeah.
this?
You have no point of reference for cats summoning undead.
Okay.
I don't think it matters. I think this is necromancy.
Yeah, I was just going to say, Osu, back me up here. You know the practices of Sangpachi and also the religious texts of Pharasma. This is not okay.
This
Right.
is beyond anathema. And Yami, unless you have some serious explanations about your behavior, we're going to have a real serious talk.
Well, I don't think that Yami is necessarily intentionally doing anything wrong. I just feel like this is extremely disrespectful to DG, and we need to lay him to rest.
What's the DG?
The person that you...
No, it wasn't a person. It was just a body.
But his soul needs to rest, and you...
No, he's already dead. There's no soul in there.
Osu is just like shaking and quivering.
I
And
don't-
he's just like white knuckled.
Understand.
Can I do a diplomacy?
Please.
Okay,
That would be
thank you.
great. Oh, so do you want to roll a diplomacy?
No, Osu's turned into a statue.
I'd roll a diplomacy.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right.
Osu's feeling murder in his bones.
22.
24.
Nice.
Nice, guys. Do you want to see him dance?
No.
That's gross.
No.
Put him to rest, Yami.
We need to take him back.
Yami, have you thought about going to school?
The zombie comes crawling out of the bush, stands up in front of you guys, and then collapses. No longer animate. I didn't really think you guys were going to let me keep him. I just thought it'd be cool.
I mean, yeah, it was really cool, but it's also horrifying, Yami.
And I do the sanctifying rites on DG.
Deji. Right then and there.
Yep, right in front of you. I give Yumi a sour look as I walk past.
I go over and sit next to Yami, like sit like right in front of her.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay, I don't want there to be any hard feelings, but I just want you to understand that what you did was wrong. And it's a good thing that we found out, because if the town found out about this, terrible things could have happened.
Yami. EE used to always tell me, being giant lizard man with massive hands and claws and massive teeth is a responsibility to the town. If you have the power to raise undead, you have to use it very smart.
And she'll sit and like turn and put her arm around Yami and then watch just Osu do the rites for Deji. Like, this is what we should be doing
Wait,
to
so
people who have died.
I get to stay?
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
it's your home.
Do you need to, are you sense motive?
Sure.
All right.
I'll let you roll
Yeah.
this one.
Can I roll a sense motive too? Because I
Sure.
am
You
not.
guys can roll these ones.
Jeff's dice, man. Let me tell you, I'm in love with this thing.
Oh, yeah.
27.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Mine is a 28.
Nice. Why don't both of you guys give me nature checks?
Oh, second check. That one's not as good.
Not as good. 12.
20.
Yami seems to be sincere through and through. And you, Violet Wagon, are able to identify what is most commonly known as a bakaneko.
Oh,
What's a bakaneko?
I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right.
We'll just go with it.
A stupid cat.
calm down, Ozu. She's not being mean yet.
Focus on what you're
That's
doing,
Jap-
Osu.
That's Japanese.
A bakaneko comes into existence when the life of a cat is extended past its normal lifespan, whether through incredible fortune, magic, or other means. With each passing year, the feline becomes more and more monstrous, quote unquote, growing in size, becoming more intelligent, and gaining an affinity for magic. Eventually, they become able to walk upright on their rear legs, they pursue new hobbies, and can learn multiple languages. Despite this expanded intellect, many bakanekos prefer to enjoy the first decades of their ascension, continuing their lives as usual, like a normal house cat. For some, they do so because they want to acquire knowledge of the world that they couldn't comprehend as cats, but for others, it's just a desire to live out their lives with their current families and loved ones before moving on to what may come next. And so, as you guys, Gardas and Violet, are talking and trying to figure it out, you kind of realize that, you know, this is a toddler in a giant's body sort of situation.
Right.
Yeah.
Like this cat is actually decades old at this point. Like she was around when Queen Mailai owned the tea house.
And at the same time, though, not the same level of ascension that it has now. So,
Yeah, she said she'd only had a couple years, right? Where
yeah,
knew
she
what
said
was
she's
going
been
on.
speaking for a few years now.
Yeah. So I would relay that to the team, you know, and just be like, maybe we just keep her close. You know, she
And she's
seems
like-
a nice cat.
Well, Ari said she lives at the tea house.
Fuck
now.
that, you're a bakaneko.
Well,
It's not a
we
bad
weren't-
thing.
I am.
We weren't insulting.
I don't
you.
know. I just haven't heard that word before.
Oh, it's a cool word.
It's cool.
Okay.
Yeah, it means
But-
that you're going to keep getting more powerful.
I'm the bakaneko now, bitch.
You are.
Yeah.
But
Hell yeah.
let's talk about language too.
Oh.
So
I was just doing what Gardas does.
that was a.
I don't swear that much.
Please
Gardas isn't what we call a good role model.
do not use him as a
Why
role
not?
model. Please, 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 please.
Yeah, follow Ari's lead. She's compassionate. She has magic. You'll get more magic.
Gardas plays with bodies too.
I poked a body one time.
We're working on that.
Okay. So it's not just a me thing, though.
No, it's
No.
normal to be curious.
How
It's
did
all-
you know that? Are you watching me?
We all have work to do.
Yeah.
We can all be bakanekos.
Okay.
Sure.
I like where this is going.
Just so long as the necromancy stops.
Yeah, no more bringing up the dead.
Osu's right.
You got to find other magic to do. Have you heard of the spell Chain Lightning?
I'm pretty good with fire.
Ooh,
nice,
Can you
okay.
show me what you can do
It didn't work this time.
in the fireplace? Okay, we'll focus it into a place that's supposed to have fire.
She does fireball in our fireplace, like 12th level.
Yeah, Yami, please don't burn down the tea house. We're almost done fixing it up.
So, are we going to keep the body here now?
No, we have to
No.
return it to the Lady of Souls.
I don't want to
He's
go.
already bound up and like tied up on my back.
All fabric,
Yeah.
white linen. We're like, where'd you get that from?
I was going to ask Yami if she could raise it again, and that way it could walk itself back.
I will literally punch you,
We
Gardas.
wouldn't have to carry it.
I will literally punch you.
Don't push his buttons. It's not the time.
So how many hero points do you have?
I have one hero point.
Here, take another one.
Oh, thank you.
I
Yami.
don't want to go back there. She tried to hit me with a broom.
That's okay.
She deserves an apology.
I don't want to go back there.
I do think that it would be important for you to go and to explain yourself
I don't.
and apologize.
I'm not gonna. I don't talk to people.
Yummy.
Yeah, should we let it get out that there's a walking, talking necro kitty?
Listen, you
Ooh,
guys.
can I be one of those two?
That is what you are.
You guys.
Oh, and a bakaneko.
So then what would our explanation be then?
We just tell Yami to keep her mouth shut. And
Found it.
You guys.
Just pretend she's a cat.
Every new life needs teachers. We take her to Lady of Souls. We take her to Matsuki. We take her to Medicine Man. We teach her stuff. She's not going to be good if we just hide her in the closet.
It starts with an apology, though.
Yeah, you got to meet Lizeth.
You have to show us that you're willing to meet us halfway.
Give me a diplomacy check.
It's gonna be rough.
It's gonna be a really high DC.
24?
13, 15 total.
She consents to go with you.
Oh, we've made a new friend.
I'm worried.
I've seen those eyes before. I don't trust you, Yami.
Calm down, Osu. She's a new baby. She's going to make mistakes.
So we wrap up the body,
It's already wrapped.
put it in the
already
cart,
It's ready to go.
and
You head back to
All the way.
her fluvial lady of souls. And you have the corpse with you. You put it back on the slab that Elizabeth was working on. Oh! She undoes the bindings a little bit, looks at the face. And you've done the rites? I haven't had a chance to do that. Thank you so much. This is amazing. What happened?
Well, there's a lot of interesting stuff happening lately.
Too much, if you ask me.
I think we might have got some good news. We've made a new friend. This is our friend, Yami. Yami can do a little magic, and she didn't know it was bad, but she said she's going to try to be good, and we'd like her to study with some people. Would you be interested in teaching Yami a little bit about what you do?
Yeah, first of all, Yami has something to say to you.
Oh, yeah.
Are you talking about this cat?
yes.
Elizabeth asks, confused. And Yami's just sitting there, again, tail wrapped around her, the tip of it twitching back and forth.
Yes, we were talking about the cat.
The cat.
Yes.
Yes. Yami, do you want to do us a favor here? And
Don't do anybody a favor,
interject
Yami. Do yourself a favor.
Go ahead, Yami.
Have
It's
some
okay.
self-respect.
So, you know how you're always telling me to calm down?
So you know that scar I gave you when I was little?
Which one?
Well, the one on your hand, the big one.
Oh, yeah.
You don't hold it against me for the rest
Well,
of my
no,
life that I was an angry baby.
No, you're clumsy. It's okay.
Yami's brand new to the world. You got to give her some grace.
Yami stands up, does the typical cat stretch, and turns to leave.
Oh, Yami, you bitch. Get the fuck back here.
And just like Yami just keeps casually walking out, not even really paying attention that anyone's talking to her. And Elizabeth is like, that's a cat.
No, it's a Bakadeko.
Think about what you're losing out on, Yami.
She could be a friend, Yami.
Well, that's what happened.
The cat.
Yes.
You know what? If you don't believe us, that's fine. You got the body back. I'm actually okay with you not believing us.
Did anyone else know about this?
Nope.
I shrug.
We
us and you.
got to it before anybody else found out, and we took care of it.
You guys earn 1 hope point.
See, hope points are a dime a dozen.
They come and go.
You earn an additional hope point for not losing Yami's friendship entirely.
Yay!
Kandora comes to you and is like, no, I'm very grateful. This is a really big deal. I'm happy for your help. And here, I hope this can help you. And she hands you a small pouch and a runestone.
Oh,
It has the disrupting property. Disrupting property rune.
Thank you so much.
The bag is 4 lesser healing potions.
Ooh, very nice.
This is a gracious gift.
Destruction rune?
should we each just take a potion?
Disrupting.
Disrupting. I don't need a potion. Somebody else can take it.
I'll take it.
I'll take 2.
What was the potion?
Lesser healing.
Lesser.
Yeah.
I'll take one.
I believe those are 2d8 plus 5.
Who wants the disrupting rune? It's good for the undead.
I'll take it.
What does it do?
It's a extra d6 against undead, I think.
You already have ghost touch. Well, it's undead, so that's not necessarily ghost, right? That's corporeal undead, like zombies and ghouls and such.
I mean, I don't see why I couldn't put it on the...
1d6 persistent vitality damage to undead. On a critical hit, the undead is also enfeebled 1 until the end of your next turn.
Yeah, that seems like very Osu.
Yeah, I could go on the Kasuragama.
Right, yeah. Plus, you don't like undead things, apparently.
Hate them.
Hate
Yeah.
him.
Hate them.
I want to look around and just make sure that Yami's not... Are we back at the tea house?
I don't know.
You guys can be wherever you want.
Can we try
Yeah.
to chase her down when we leave? Is she
No.
Is she available out there?
I don't want to chase her down.
Yeah, you don't
Never
see her out
chase a
there.
cat.
Yeah, let's go back to the tea house. I want to talk about this. But first, like I said, I want to look around and make sure that Yami's not there.
You don't see Yami anywhere.
All right. Hey guys, listen, we got to talk about this Necro Kitty situation we've got. How
Many more eggs do you need me to polish, sir?
Stefan, what have we talked about?
Stefan's not there. Stefan is by no means there.
God, am I
I'll just delete all that. Okay, so anyway, we get back to
just
the...
hear him now? Just
What's wrong,
Stefan,
Cardis?
is that you? I'm looking over my shoulder.
He's paranoid.
Have you had a drink today yet?
Anyway, what were you saying?
Thought I heard something. Yeah, like I feel like this is I feel like this is really gonna bite us in the butt unless we don't do something about this cat.
I don't trust her. I don't like her. And you guys are going to have to convince me not to murder her.
I don't trust her, but she is kind of cute.
Whoa, Osu, like, how can we justify murdering her?
Because she's a necromancer.
Yeah.
But not intentionally.
Gardus's magic is necromancy, probably.
No.
I didn't hear much remorse in her voice when she said she wasn't going to do it again.
She didn't know any better. She's baby.
I don't think we can justify killing her based off of those actions alone.
I'll always try to find a peaceful solution first. But I don't trust her.
Wasn't the peaceful solution to get her to apologize and actually like show remorse for the thing that she did? And
Yeah, she turned that down.
Yeah.
She did say she doesn't talk to people, so I think that it's quite a big thing that she talked to us.
Osu.
Just another double standard.
Didn't you get a 26 on your nature check?
It was pretty good. I don't
Yeah.
remember what it was exactly, but...
It was a
23?
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm going to give you a little more. I'm going to give you the sidebar information here. This
Sidebar.
isn't for Life's ears though. So like, take your headphones up.
plug your ears.
Listen, I've already made up my mind as a character.
Bakanekos mostly see their animated but mindless zombies as amusement, though they also use them as guardians or occasionally as agents of revenge. Still, they do their best to ensure that the undead they animate aren't left to wander free. Most tales of, quote, evil Bakanekos in fact refer to a similar but much more dangerous creature.
Osu, why don't you teach her?
She has to apologize first.
I don't think she's going to do that.
You cannot learn without integrity.
Listen, you know what? I'm on Osu's side with this one, but I put a lot of faith in Ari. So I think if Ari wants to try and, I don't know, domesticate this cat.
I don't think that's the right... She's like a free creature. She's sentient. I don't think we can domesticate her.
All right, well, if Ari wants to guide her into her new sentience, then
That's better.
I think
like that.
that's the... I'm going to leave that on her, but I think this is going to be a much bigger problem than it is right now.
Yeah, that's a real possibility.
But I'm gonna let Ari do her thing. I have faith in her, so that's it.
I do too, but I'm going to stay wary on this one.
Yeah, agreed, Osu, but you can just calm down about it now.
I do think we should be wary. There's a potential for more bad things to happen, and if that does happen, we can make our judgments then. But we did confront Yami. We told her that her actions were wrong, and she ended the animation of the corpse or whatever it's called, and we were able to return Deji and do the rites.
No harm, no foul.
Yeah, it was a learning experience.
Could have been much worse, though. I mean, just because nobody saw the walking corpse, aside from us, it could have destroyed our hope.
Could have, but it didn't.
So, anyway, yeah, that's my feeling on it. So, just that's one shifty cat we're going to have to keep an eye on.
I think she has a lot of potential.
I think, well, potential for what is yet
Being
to be
good.
seen.
Yes.
We'll see.
Yeah, that's my point, Osu.
Gardus, can you make more bacon?
I have some. Right here. It's in my pocket.
Pocket bacon.
Ew. It's all greasy and gross.
You never
That's not
wash
from
your
my
pants.
pocket. That's from the bacon. That's just how bacon is.
Yeah, now your pocket is greasy and gross.
Yeah, and you never wash your pants. So it just builds up.
It's true.
You want the bacon or not?
Yeah.
I give him the bacon.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's my opinion on the whole situation. I agree with Osu. I think we're honestly player out of combat, out of character. I think we're gonna have to kill this cat eventually.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Violet sees it as like a kindred spirit. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Because he didn't belong in Willow
You're both
Shore.
awakened animals.
Yeah, exactly. And, you know, he's turned to was a giant monster. And so, like, he just sees it as himself. Like, it's a reflection of Kid Violet.
Yeah.
I think there's a way to turn it around for sure, but we'll see.
It's a delicate situation for sure.
We're going to go into week 6.
Woo!
All right. Let's do preparation first. We're going to start with Jeff.
I kind of need to do one thing. Did we hire Stefan? Did he ever come around?
So why don't you give me a flat check, Kyle? Let's see if Stefan went to the Cerulean Boar or if he went to Kerrigan's.
Do we want high or low? Like which is which?
What do you want, Kyle?
Well, I've already seen the dice, and so I want a high one
Okay,
to be that he goes for the job. I rolled a 19.
great. So he walks in. All 4 of you are there. And Stefan walks in. Violet's the first one to see him.
Oh, hey, Stefan.
Oh my God, Stefan, what happened to you?
What do you mean?
You look terrible.
Well, I haven't been eating a lot lately because I don't have a job.
Man.
When's the last time you took a bath?
I don't know, like, I mean, you know, Saturdays.
DG is dead.
What do you mean DJ's dead?
He drowned in the baths.
Did anybody investigate?
I think you might want to go take a bath.
Oh,
It's free for all now.
yeah, I mean, I could take a bath.
Okay, listen, we're getting away from the point here. Violet has something to say to you.
Hero point.
Stefan, do you want to work here at the Cerulean Boar?
The boar. We just call it the boar colloquially.
Everybody calls it the Cerulean Boar. You're the only one who calls it the boar. You're grasping at straws of years past.
I mean, yeah, Stefan, we just kind of need somebody to sort of act like a waiter or waitress, a cleanup around the place.
You're saying I'd be like in charge here?
Not at all.
I'd be like the boss of the restaurant?
Not at all. Not one bit. Ari had written down a set of rules that you need to follow.
I haven't gotten that far yet.
Oh, shit.
The first thing, let's see what I wrote down, and she'll pull out like a crumpled piece of paper. Help customers with keeping his mouth shut.
Oh, okay. I can tell customers that this is a no speaking.
No,
They should shut the fuck up.
Damn it.
Eat their food.
That was from Gardus.
That was
I said we needed to work on it.
that was not what I said. Not at all.
What did you say?
I said
You guys, I'm getting mixed messages here. First you said I wasn't going to be in charge of anything, and then
You're
you said
not.
I had to tell everybody to keep their mouth shut.
you don't do that. You don't do either of those things.
I think it would be more of a work in progress. We would figure out your role as we went and create guidelines for you to work here.
Stefan, have you ever been to a restaurant?
Well,
Oh, God. A simple yes or a no will suffice.
when I was young,
That's not what I said. That's not a yes or a no.
Let him talk.
Why?
Because
It's a serious question. Why?
Violet seems to be getting really impatient.
okay, Stefan, come on, take the damn job, man. Just pick a, let's go. Well, okay, I mean, you guys are like the talk of the town. I think it'd be really good for my social standing, you know,
to be associated with you.
To
Yeah.
own the restaurant.
You're just a
Bath's
waiter.
ready.
You're just a waiter here. You give people the food that I cook for them and the tea that we brew for them.
So what you're saying is I'm in charge of deliveries.
These look like they're a little small, but they should fit you. You should probably get out of those. Not here. Go back and have a bath. Your
Okay.
bath is ready.
You guys got a deal. Does it pay?
No, we don't make any money though either.
We're giving you purpose.
Yeah,
Oh,
it pays in purpose and self-esteem.
You're going to have to keep taking baths, too.
are you guys telling me that I'm one of the? It's no longer the Harry Shit Lantern 4. It's the Harry Shit Lantern 5. I'm part of the
Absolutely
team.
not.
It
I'm
was
part of the team.
never
No.
the Harry Shit Lanterns.
You're helping the team.
Yeah, you're working at the restaurant.
I get food, right?
Oh, damn it. I didn't want to have to do that. But you know what? Listen, if that's what it takes, yeah, I can cook for you every day. I cook for the rest of you, the rest of us. I can give you some food.
Okay. I
So
like where this
food
is going.
and baths.
Yep. And I
mean-
live here, right?
No. Listen, if you lived here, we would have to charge you rent. But I mean, like I said, we don't pay you anything. So really, I'm just trying to keep you out of debt here by not letting you live here with us.
Listen, when I worked as a guard, I got to stay in the.
No,
No,
this isn't
stall
the
with
same.
the horses.
This isn't the same situation here. You can still go back and stay in
Hey,
the stall with
Gardis,
the horses.
what about this broom closet?
No, Oso. That's for the brooms.
I would fit in a broom closet.
Yeah, but
I
you're
would
not
fit.
you're not a broom.
I could sleep upright.
I don't see any brooms in here. It's just empty kegs.
You know, this is a lot more trouble than I thought it was gonna be.
Why are the kegs in the broom closet? They're not brooms.
Because they need a dark, damp place to brew.
I like how like it's all of your guys' restaurant, but it seems to be like Gardis's call too. It's a really interesting power dynamic.
Okay, so Ari and Violet, you guys are in favor of me sleeping in the broom closet?
Yeah, I mean, I'm okay with it.
There's not enough room for him to actually lay down in there.
Just say
I
no,
don't
Ari,
think
come
I
on,
have a good enough reason to say no.
You guys are telling me I got a new home and a new job
Oh boy, here comes the
all at the
waterworks.
same time, and a bath.
It's going to be a lot of hard
Listen,
work, okay?
Ari, I think you need to dedicate at least 1 week to writing rules for what Stefan can and can't do.
So I am actually very busy, and what I'm hearing is that you would like for me to do that rather than give you a tattoo.
no, I want my tattoo.
Yeah, okay.
You know what? You
No,
can write him while she does your tattoo. You don't have anything else to do. You
that's a
just sit
good
there.
idea.
That's true.
Okay,
Rule number 1.
you guys have a deal. I'm
Stefan,
gonna go take my bath.
yeah.
What?
You gotta stay clean. That's
Okay,
rule number
I can
1.
stay clean. I can do that.
Just go. Take a bath. Oh,
You
super
guys
percent for
aren't
you.
gonna regret this. I'm gonna be
I
the
already do.
best coordinator of food services that this town has ever seen.
Boss of nothing.
Great.
Go take a bath.
In the bath he goes.
I feel, after he leaves, I feel that was the biggest mistake I have ever made in my whole life. And I have made some doozies.
Oh god, we need to burn these clothes. We need to burn them.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm just throwing them in the fire right away.
Oh, not in the hearth. Oh god, no.
Oh,
It'll
no.
go away. It'll go away. It's fine.
Have
Fire.
Appleroot come spill some acid again.
Yeah.
Thanks, Dappleroot.
Well, I guess we're stuck with that decision now. I really don't feel like we could get him to leave even if we tried at this point.
It's hard when you invite him inside sometimes.
I didn't want him to stay anyways. What were we doing before?
Preparation.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
You just look up into the sky.
Preparation is fixing the boar, the Cerulean Boar. Crafting, I guess? Sure. Ooh, yeah. 18 plus 6 is 24.
And you put your finishing touches on the Cerulean Boar.
I like to feel that the finishing touch was hiring a waiter. That was the last thing we needed.
needed
so it was
staff.
going to be fixed. You're right.
You get 1 reputation point with each faction.
Yeah.
Stefan takes his job very seriously too. He's not good at it. He's going to break several dishes. He's going to get orders mixed up, but like he really wants to do a good job.
That's fine.
He's a brand new boy. He's excited to work and be alive again.
You know you have to find a way to replace those dishes, right?
Yeah, I mean, we'll
Right.
Now you got to pay for it. This is coming out of your salary.
He's not getting a salary.
We will withhold food.
Who broke all the brooms?
He's getting paid in food, so we just give him less food.
I don't think that's very nice. He can replace them. He'll figure out how to do it.
I'll figure it out, guys.
Yeah.
I'll figure it out.
Why are
First
they all
job.
piled up under this rug?
So do we need to keep keeping track of the restoration points, or are we done with those?
No, that one's done and over with.
Woo! Grand opening. We're gonna have to have a grand opening.
Host a
next
ceremony.
session. Yeah, I think next game session that's gonna be number one.
Cool.
See
So
how
list.
Stefan does at waiting tables
Yeah.
at the grand opening.
we
Yeah.
restored the boar.
Osu,
Straight into dojo. We're gonna keep pressing on people to
get
work
off their
out.
asses.
Yeah. And I'm breaking in Stefan. He's got an early shift with me. He's got to run around town and haul milk.
Oh, what's that like?
It's terrible. He complains constantly.
I would never complain to you, sir. I'm gonna do this. I don't care if my feet
I
are bleeding
forgot about
inside
that
my shoes.
relationship.
Okay, what do you want for that?
Somehow Stefan loves
Athletics.
Yeah.
him. Osu's just constantly berating him.
We're going to turn him into a monster. That's a 14 on dice with 10 athletics. That's a 24.
You get a security point.
Yay.
As you help the townsfolk. Courtney, Ari.
Ari is going to spend time with Yami. She's going to try to instruct Yami on morals and try to figure out what her magical abilities are and guide them into a positive direction. She'll teach her about Sangpachi.
Give me a nature check.
Okay.
I'll take her hunting if she needs it. Cats are obligate carnivores.
Is this preparation?
Obligate Carnivore.
Mm-hmm.
Be a good band name.
Natural 19 for 26.
You have something that Violet never had. The ability to do diligent research. So he gave you the name Bakaneko. And so you're like, why stop on what Violet told me? I can probably find more.
Mine are just like hunting lodge stories, you know? Like, oh yeah, Gray told me a story once about evil cat.
Was that a regular success?
What did you roll?
26.
Yes. Was it? Yes. No. 26 nature? Critical success.
Yeah.
Bakanekos enjoy dancing above all other pleasures and can't resist nodding their heads, tapping their paws, or swishing their tails in time to music. They often animate corpses simply to watch them dance, a pastime that often spells trouble for nearby settlements should the undead get free from the Bakanekos' control. Bakanekos typically have a playful and mischief demeanor, and while they aren't inherently evil, they're still feared for their ability to animate corpses.
See, I thought they couldn't break control, but now we're hearing they can.
Maybe it's just laziness, like the cat takes a nap and it's just unsupervised.
Just wanders around eating brains.
Yeah.
I have something else. Give me a moment.
This is a tangent, but this is reminding me of the dancing plague of 1518.
Oh, yeah.
Bunch of Bakanekos.
For real. They just couldn't stop.
Like most episodes of mass hysteria, probably just ergot poisoning or something.
Or everybody needed to come. That's
So-
how hysteria works, right?
Oh, yeah.
This, for all intents and purposes moving forward, is your Bakaneko.
My Bakaneko.
Oh my goodness, you've got like an animal companion.
And you can't find her for the longest time after the party insisted that she apologize at her Fluvial Lady of Souls. But late one night, you feel pressure on your chest. And your first worry is another night terror. And your eyes flutter open. There's an amber-eyed cat staring at you. And then she drops something wet on your face.
It's a mouse.
Long and wet and right on your face. And she
Ugh.
jumps away and sits on your nightstand and just looks out the window.
What is it?
Seems to be like a long woven cord of some kind.
Can I do a perception?
Cultism?
Detect magic?
It's a bird.
Cord.
It's a dead
It's a
bird.
snake.
You detect magic, and it's definitely magical.
What is this, Yami?
I found it.
Do you know what it does?
It's for you.
Thank you. Can I do an Arcana occultism? Or you can't do Arcana.
You can do an occultism.
Natural 18.
Go ahead and give us the total.
That is
Just so everyone knows.
27.
This is a
26, sorry.
lesser talisman cord. This thin leather cord bears delicate runic markings and threads through an item that can bear affixed talismans. The cord is attuned to a particular school of magic chosen when the cord was created. When you activate a talisman threaded through a cord with the same magic school that is also of the cord's level, attempt a DC 16 flat check. On a success, the talisman is not consumed
Ooh,
and can be used again.
it's pretty good.
Thank you. It's so nice. I have something to show you.
Oh, I don't want to see that. Oh,
My
All
mind
right.
immediately went to something dirty.
I feel like it's the middle of the night.
oh yeah, it's very late. No one else is up.
Ari will pull out her Urhu and try to play quietly, and she will cast Phantasmal Minion. She's had this from the beginning, but she's never had a good reason to cast it. So this is a -1 level creature, and it is made of magical force, and it turns into a humanoid creature. So she makes like a little lushy. It's a cactus lushy. And she tells it to dance. And she's like, I want to teach this to you so that you can create a creature like this that can dance.
And you're not sure she's hearing you because as you begin to play and as this creature begins to dance, you see her eyes dilate and she begins to dance along with the creature. And it's very cute, and you can't help it yourself. And you just let it go. Then you guys dance long into the night. Kyle? Violet Wagon? Preparation?
Preparation. Security time.
You say cute, I say disturbing.
Violet's gonna haul some building materials around town.
We've
You
all
know
seen
what to do.
Aristocats.
Yeah.
Ari just sitting in a room.
Natural 20 for a 30 or 31 if I get to count my hand wraps of mighty blows like it's an unarmed attack.
But it's not.
Okay.
You get 2 security points with a critical success.
Yes.
Buildings are starting to I don't want to say pop up, but between this, you've been doing this for several weeks. The Cerulean Boar is now done. Making some real progress here. And now we need to talk downtime. Let's go in reverse order. Kyle?
Oh, okay. Let's see. Was there any of the other researchers that I could do anything with? The Sojin Yu was a herbalist, but she didn't have a nature, did she?
No.
Oh, you got the list.
There's no.
Agawa Jubei, I think, was the...
She's library or arcana, typically, from
And then
another school.
Nobody in the party is able to do anything with her.
I'm just gonna.
Yeah, and again, I'm not going to keep hammering that. If you guys want to try other tactics, that's fine. I'll just adjust the DC a little bit, but it's really weird how limiting some of these can be, and then they cap how many you can get from a certain source. So
Isn't it quote unquote individual research?
Yeah, it has three
but
points
individual
available.
research has.
yeah, solo investigation.
But I
Yeah,
already
yeah.
did. I got 2 last week, I believe. So there's 1 available there, which it's Singpachi or occultism, but
Yeah.
you could make
Might
a.
as well let somebody else roll it. Okay, cool. So for my downtime, then I am just going to work on getting fish out the river.
Earn income.
Yeah. Survival.
Sure. And you have bonuses to this. Remember that.
Oh yeah.
It's 1 level higher, and
+2. Yeah, +2 to earn income, and then you get 1 degree of success higher.
great.
So that would put me at a 19.
19 total
Yeah,
with your bonuses.
yeah.
That's
And
a fail.
so a success then,
Why?
because it goes up 1 level.
Is that what it said?
I think so.
Is that what it said?
I don't think that's true.
I wrote level up here.
Oh, for earn income?
Yeah.
It's +1 to.
Yeah.
It's +1 to what it is at. So if you're earning income at a 4th level, then you go and earn income at a 5th level instead of a 4th level.
Oh, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah.
Not the degree of success, but
No.
but the level of income.
You get 9 silver. What's your proficiency in survival?
Trained.
You get 9 silver pieces.
Okay.
Ari.
So Ari's going to be working on Garda's tattoo. So she brings him the sketch of Torag's holy symbol, which is a warhammer. What else would you like me to add?
Just cool shit, like a bunch of cool shit.
Like what?
I mean, I'm getting this on the top of my head. So it kind of like, right now I have sleeve tattoos that go almost up to my shoulders. Like what I want to do is have like Torag's holy symbol right here on the top of my head. And then it like, some cool shit like comes down my neck and meets those, and past my shoulders and meets those tattoos on my arms.
Filigree?
What? No, that's not a word.
Lightning bolts?
No, I guess it was just something that would be cool and match what I've got. Not necessarily exactly the same thing, but like because it's gonna sort of like meld together and go up the back of my neck into my head.
Barbed
I'll
wire.
Keep thinking about it. But we can get started on the actual tattoo now.
Oh,
You could sit still for any period of time.
Wait, is it this? I didn't know that was a requirement.
I've done all of your tattoos so far, and that was a requirement for all of them.
Yeah, but this one's magical.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Can I talk?
I'll let you know if you need to stop.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Crafting check?
No, it's just a continuation.
Yeah.
Do
Got
the
it.
one, and then it subtracts from the amount of
Cool.
money it costs.
Understood. Osu.
Osu's going to do a solo investigation.
Sangpachi lore?
Yeah, we're going to take it one step further, and we're gonna do a dose of the Dreamtime tea.
Oh my god.
He doesn't have Sangpachi lore, though. He has Pharasma.
Pharasma,
Got
yeah.
it.
Who was the moon? Grotus?
Grotus, yeah.
Can I play Grotus?
I think if Grotus spoke to me, it would drive me insane.
Nah, you'd be fine.
So I assume you're like going to bed one night?
Yeah. It's, long day of training or whatever, and it's just been calling to me, and I feel like I've run out of options, but I still want to look into the curse.
Give me a will save.
Okay. It's 9 on dice plus 9 will is 18. No hero points for that one, I assume.
Nope. Give me a fortitude save.
That's 10 on dice with a 10 fortitude, dirty 20.
You are stupefied too.
Excellent.
And as you begin to fade off to sleep, give me another fortitude save. You probably want to fail this one.
Natty 1, baby.
Wow. He really did want to fail.
You can fail saves on purpose. You don't have to roll for it.
But he critically failed.
This one,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I don't know. Anyways, you just keep drinking tea.
I'm just powering it down. I made it so concentrated.
So first and foremost,
I'm chewing on the leaves.
unconscious, and you can ask a question with the effects of augury. Augury, you gain a vague glimpse of the future. During the casting of the spell, ask about the results of a particular course of action. That's about it.
So Osu is generally sort of looking for the root of the curse. He's wondering where is it that he should turn to find an answer for this curse that's befallen the town. Like specifically, what direction should we be looking in?
You wake up. You're in the Cerulean Boar, and you have like no memory of last night. You come downstairs, and it's weird because you're usually the first one up,
Oh, I had too much.
but everyone else is up. Stefan's down there working, the bars, everyone's hard at work.
Oh, could we bring these blinds down?
Yes, sir.
What's wrong, Osu?
Oh, I was just trying to... I tried some of the tea again. I thought maybe but I don't remember anything. I think I took too much.
And as you turn and look at Ari, she's like 12 feet tall.
Whoa!
Do you need a hug?
Just don't crush me.
Oh, how would I do that? She leans in for a hug.
And she's like towering over you. You feel like you need to get space. And as you turn and look, there's, you would say Violet in front of you, but he's only about 8 inches tall. And there seems to be about 30 of him.
Hey, brother.
Hey, brother. Wow, there's a lot of you.
There's always a lot of Violet.
Hey, do you know what's going? Am I dreaming right now? Ari's super tall.
Ari's always huge. Always huge.
And Gardas comes out. He's like cleaning a mug. And his voice is also strange because pieces of him seem to just float off like bubbles and then just reform. And then like float off, bubble, pop, and then just like reform on him. And he seems to be losing and gaining mass as he's a ball of suds.
Whoa.
Oh, so you look worse than Stefan. Maybe you should go back to bed.
Oh, you look really weird without your beard.
Here, let's have some tea. And
I
she'll go
think
back
I've
to the
had enough
kitchen.
tea, thank you.
And you run outside. It's just too much to handle in here. It's too And you go outside. It's dark out. But there is a river directly outside of the Cerulean Boar, and it's glowing. It's just glowing water, like almost bioluminescent, but constant.
Oh, wait. Oh, I've made it. Okay. And I go and I sit down by the edge of the shore.
Where you once saw a river full of souls being peacefully carried on, this just seems to be water. There doesn't seem to be faces moving along. It's just a light almost underneath it all as water rushes by. You begin thinking about how confined and trapped you feel in Willowshore. And then you hear almost the sound of like a breaking tree off in the distance. But it seems as if it came underneath the water. And then this awful, horrible, gnarly hand comes spiraling out of the water and grabs at you. Just like trying to reach, and you're like kicking, scrambling back, trying to get away. And then it grabs you and pulls you into the river. And you're being drug along underneath, and you can't tell anymore if it's this hand dragging you along or if you're just rushed in the current. But either way, you can't get free. You can't break the surface. And you feel, you can't quite make it out. Your head, your thoughts are beginning to kind of blend with the flowing of the river. You're beginning to lose yourself. You hear the name Kugapti. You think of the Tansugi Monastery. You've never been, but you've wanted to go for so long. That is where your father spent much of his teenage years. The old legend says that this name, this Kugapti, is a fiend, an Endoru, a blight against St. Pachi. All of a sudden, you stop rushing along the bottom of the river. Something grabs you by the front of the shirt and just lifts you out. And you take a breath. And it's no longer dark out, but the sky is still black. The river is still alight. And this very kind woman grabs you by the chin. Her name was Tan Sui Jing, and she is the one who killed Kugapti. And she is the one who was reincarnated into the great Sugi tree that keeps him trapped underneath. You must go to the Tansugi Monastery. Come find me. Me who protected Tan Sui Jing and her great tree.
What is your name?
And as you ask that, you're already falling backwards.
What is your name?
Your back's like hitting the water. She gives you a very fond smile.
What's your name? Jui Hui. She whispers.
And you know that to be the founder of the Tansugi Monastery. And we fade to black.
Do I get to do my downtime?
I was just thinking that. I'm like, we did everyone except Garden.
What
an
awful. Right in the middle of combat. Oh, okay. I feel better.
That's our second custom spell.
Okay, checklist. Phones, bladders. Jeff, are you ready to go? The music was a little quiet last time.
It was
Do
perfect
you want to
for me.
troubleshoot
I need to
that?
plug in my computer.
They like it quieter.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine. That's
Yeah.
fine.
My
As long
ears
as
are
you're
all
happy.
pissed off. I can't.
Yeah.
Courtney, are you ready?
I think so. I actually was thinking about how we haven't used Foundry in weeks.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Months, maybe.
Yeah.
I was actually using it on the noting encounter, and so I was kind of tracking where everyone was, but I was seeing what would happen if we didn't get bogged down by it. And
Yeah.
I like that it went pretty.
I mean, yeah, the fact that it went pretty quickly too, and wasn't
Yeah.
the fact that it wasn't reliant on really hits and misses and things.
And the map was like 15 feet long,
Right.
Yeah.
and 15 feet wide, so no one was more than ever one move action away, sort of thing.
Yeah, we're all standing right next to each other.
Yeah, I was like tracking, and I was gonna be like, oh, if you want to do that, you have to move, but it literally never came out.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.